Alright, greetings folks. This is a BlackWeasel, and this is my One Piece chapter viewing of One Piece chapter 895. The name of the chapter is called Luffy the Pirate vs. Commander Dogtooth. Yep, I can tell this will be an action-packed chapter. And it's been a really long fight, but we had to have like a formal title like Luffy against somebody. And there wasn't even a chapter of Luffy the Pirate versus Shichibukai Doflamingo. But this will be a serious fight. Anyways, this is a caption. The first caption says, "Both of them go on sale March 2nd. New art book, color, walk 8, Wolf, picture book, One Piece, picture book. The story of Light, Dark, Luffy, Ace, and Sabo." And we are jumping in on the lives of the Straw Hat Grand Pirate Fleet Volume 27, the Harujan arc. The caption says, "The top 5 earners of Buggy's delivery hand in their resurrections." Yep. So the 5 giants are on the ship and going somewhere else, and Buggy is really pissed off. And this is the giant pirate ship. It looks really it's really unique looking. Like, it's supposed to be a reference towards Vikings, but I see a skull horn and all that. But I'm overthinking this, so let's go ahead and get into the chapter. We have, alright, Luffy starts out from the get-go, gear for SNAKEMAN. And Luffy, he has, he doesn't look bigger as before, but it looks like all of his muscles went towards, and the hockey went towards his arms and legs. So he looks really different. And his hair is flowing. He looks like a Super Saiyan, like Super Saiyan 4. This is awesome. Freaking awesome. And Doctor says, "Ha. Ha, SNAKEMAN, you look a bit different now." And Luffy says, "Wheeze. Wheeze. Yeah." And Luffy says, "Yeah, now I'm." Luffy says, "Faster." And lo and behold, Luffy punches at Dogtooth, but Dogtooth dodges just slightly to the left. Ah, man. Well. And Dogtooth looks on, and Luffy punches the crap out of Dogtooth's face, but Dogtooth covers his cheek with hockey. And then Luffy is squeezing his right arm, and Dogtooth looks on, and Dogtooth is surprised at his left, and Dogtooth receives a punch towards his Dogtooth receives a punch towards his right side, but he managed to block it. But it's a really fast punch, and what happens afterwards is that his ass gets sent flying. And then Dogtooth thinks to himself, "Why from the side?" And then Dogtooth starts tumbling away from Luffy, and Luffy squeezes his fist again, and he's charging at him. And Dogtooth is thinking to himself, what was that?" And Dogtooth says, "I thought I dodged those blows." And Luffy punches Dogtooth another time, but Dogtooth dodges to the side again. And Dogtooth notices already. He thinks to himself, so that's how he does it. Yes, because Luffy, he punches directly at Dogtooth, but the punches, it goes around and starts hitting him from the side, like, psh. It's like a ricochet. That's sort of the same thing that happened towards Enel a little bit. So the punch is going towards Dogtooth, and he dodges his the second time. So he manages to catch on pretty quickly, and Luffy yells out after him, "Python!" And then Luffy launches a big ass fast punch at Dogtooth, and it looks like Dogtooth's head came off, I believe, and Dogtooth yells out well, one of them yells out, "There's no point." No, wait, that's what Dogtooth says. He yells out, "There's no point," and Dogtooth says, "Stretch all you want. I'll just move faster." So like he came up with a quick counter towards the Gear 4th movement. Anyways, another punch is coming towards Dogtooth from the right side, and Luffy uses an attack called Gomu Gomu no Jet Culverin. Jet Culverin, he combined Gear 2nd with Gear 4th. That's really awesome. He adds a lot more faster. He's really fast right now. But Dogtooth managed to block it. Ah, shit. And then Dogtooth gets sent flying. And Dogtooth managed to get back on his feet. Ugh. There has to be really the one shot, like, and Luffy starts chasing after Dogtooth, and he retracts his punch yet again. He starts squeezing it, and Dogtooth looks on, and Luffy punches Dogtooth at his head. He aimed for the head, but look what's happened. What happens is that how Dogtooth gets rid of his head. He controls it, and he turns it into a donut and starts rolling at him. And then Luffy is surprised at what's happening, and Dogtooth uses a move called Slice Muchi Slayer, and his right arm turns into a big ass mace that's imbued with hockey. He even has the scales of hockey, just like Gear 4th. What that's doing towards Gear Luffy, and Luffy takes some serious damage. He coughs up a bit of blood from him, and the bad thing about the Muchi power is that Dogtooth punches Luffy, but he does not send him flying. So he starts whirling Luffy around as if he's a mace stuck to it. Anyways, now Dogtooth stretches his right arm way up in the air while Luffy's still stuck onto it, and Luffy says, "Ha, ha, oi!" And Luffy yells out, "Stop! Shit! I can't get this off!" And then it looks like Dogtooth is really to smash the living lights out of Luffy. And Luffy yells out, "Ah!" And Dogtooth slams him and there's a big ass shockwave. He smashes Luffy straight down to the ground. Yeah. Okay. And look at that. Dogtooth has white dot eyes on his face. There's a big ass hole from from where Luffy is hit on. That's the hole where Luffy gets sent flying down. It's just like Doflamingo being sent down by Luffy's King Kong gun. Like, anyways, Dogtooth starts panting, "Ha, ha," and he notices something, and Luffy yells out, "Damn it!" And Luffy yells out, "Yeah, ha, ha, ow, ha, that hurts, and I'm so hungry." And his head starts throbbing. And Luffy comes out of the hole and yells out, "Oh, ha, ha." And Dogtooth says, "What the hell are you babbling about?" And Luffy yells out, "Everything in my head. I'll let it all out. I feel refreshed. Go down, Dogtooth." And Luffy starts using a form of a Gatling gun. he aims at Luffy. He aims at Dogtooth, but still attacks from the side. So he's wailing the crap out of Dogtooth. Well, it's hand to hand right now. And Dogtooth gets punched by Luffy, and then Luffy gets punched by Dogtooth, and then Dogtooth gets punched in his chest, while Luffy gets punched in the chest as well. And then Luffy gets punched in the chest. Luffy gets punched from the cheek to the side, and Luffy tries to punch Dogtooth, but Dogtooth counters with a strength Muchi as he's punching into a square fist. And since there's no area that's solid as hell, Luffy really has taken damage from that one punch, and Luffy yells out, "Ow!" and Dogtooth and Luffy punch each other at the same time, and Dogtooth tumbles back for a little bit, and he managed to get back on his feet, and Luffy gets sent flying towards the wall, and he looks like he has taken some serious damage. And he says, "Gah, damn it!" And there is a squeezing movement, and the Dogtooth notices on, and Dogtooth doesn't see it, but he managed to block an attack from his side by Luffy's punch. And Luffy uses the new move called Gomu Gomu no. And Luffy looks on, and it's Black Mamba. And that's another. I think that's another form of a Gatling gun. So he launches so much a barrage of attacks at Dogtooth, but Dogtooth blocks with his strength. Square Muchi towards his side, so while the punch is aiming at Dogtooth, but he dodges it, so Luffy's attacking him from the side, and you know what? He blocks him. And as Luffy continues his barrage with Black Mamba, Dogtooth continues to come attack him. And Dogtooth keeps coming on at him, and Dogtooth uses Slice Muchi, the mace move, and oh my god, the spike! It aimed for Luffy's face, like he hit him with the spike. Can you believe this? And Luffy gets sent flying yet again, and Dogtooth looks on, and Luffy starts crumbling from being taken down, and Dogtooth turns into a donut, as he starts rolling towards them. And Luffy says, "Ha, ha, it's that thing again." And Dogtooth yells out, "Time to lay you to rest. This is the end, Straw Hat. Ha, ha." And Luffy says, "Thanks, but no thanks. Gomu Gomu no." And then and Luffy and Dogtooth uses the move again, Slice Muchi Slayer, and Luffy uses a new attack called King Cobra. And Luffy and Dogtooth yell out, "Roar!" And both of them attack each other. There's a big ass. Oh my god, I hate. It's not the flu, but I have a bad cough. Like, why now? Anyways, both of them attack each other, but there's no showing of who hit what, you know. But still, like, this was. I can't believe this. This is one of the best chapters I've read in a long time. You know. And lo and behold, One Piece will be on break next week. Shit. But oh well, this was like a great chapter overall, full of action. Like, the scene didn't change. Okay, that's the end of One Piece chapter 895. 5 more chapters to go until it's 900. Okay.